Now, today I will tell in theory paper how to present yourself. There are three type of the questions usually asked on. One is the short, another is the long, another is the 5 mark question, long question. So, unless and until your presentation on the paper is that level, you could not get the marks, and the students complain that they have written all the things but no marks had been deducted. The problem is there what to write, what is asked and what to write. You must know it very clearly. We are going to start the digital library, and we are thinking of setting up an ideal question paper along with the answer sheet, so it will also guide you. Before that, I am telling here that I have given some questions on 2 mark questions and told you have to write within the 30 marks, 30 words. So Lokesh Soni is here along with me and give me some questions answer prepared by him. Suppose it is a cytoplasm. If you have any questions, you can ask me. So you will read and I will correct accordingly. Did anybody have written the questions answer? Did anybody? Anybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mohan Singh. Mohan Singh.
Yes, sir.
Acha, I will ask you later on. Just I am telling one question from Lokesh Soni, another question we will get from you. Not repeat questions. Okay. Cytoplasm.
One.
Now it is asked the cytoplasm, write short notes on 2 mark question. Lokesh Soni had written cytoplasm is one of the principal unit of cell other than nucleus and cell membrane. Cytoplasm is the protoplasm which surrounds the nucleus and is bounded by cell membrane peripherally. All cell organelles are present in cytoplasm like ribonucleic uh, um, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria. It is fine, it is very fine, but add some function. As it is the media of holding all the organelles. If there is no cytoplasm, we cannot think of the cell, isn't it? So you can add one function along with this. The cytoplasm is the media for maintaining all the organelles to perform their function in either separately or conjointly. So you can add this word, that is fine. Yes. So if you add, if you write this answer this way, you will get 2 mark question out of 2. Okay. Now Mohan Singh, tell me the question and answer. You tell me the 5 mark questions and answer.
Yes, sir. Sir, different types of cell junctions along with their functions.
This question is given by me or your question?
Sir, given by you.
Okay. Okay.
Answer, sir. Cell junctions are classified into 3 types: occluding junctions, communicating junctions, anchoring junctions. Number 1, occluding junctions. Cell junctions which prevent intracellular exchange of substances are called occluding junctions. That is, these junctions prevent the movement of ions and molecules from one cell to another cell. Tight junctions belong to this category. Functions of occluding junctions: provide strength and ability, selectively permeable, fencing function, maintenance of cell polarity, blood-brain barrier.
Maintenance of Cell?
Cell polarity.
Okay.
Polarity.
Okay.
Number 2, communicating junction.
Maintenance of cell polarity means what?
Charge, positive negative charge cell, बाहर और अंदर.
Okay.
Ions maintain.
Okay. Right.
Communicating junction. Number 2, cell junctions which permit the intracellular exchange of substances are called communicating junctions. That is, these junctions permit the movement of ions from one cell to another cell. Gap junctions and chemical synapses are communicating junctions. Functions helps in rapid propagation of action potential from one cell to another. Helps in exchange of chemical messengers between the cells.
Right.
Number 3, anchoring junctions. Provide strength to the cell by acting like mechanical attachments. These are responsible for structural integrity of the tissue's functions. Anchoring junctions are classified into 4 types. Actin filament attachment.
Yeah.
Function, adherent junction, cell to cell. Focal adhesion, cell to matrix. Intermediate filament attachment. Examples, desmosomes and hemidesmosomes. Desmosomes cell to cell and hemidesmosomes cell to matrix. 5 marks question.
No, your answer is the 10-mark question. This is the problem. Understand? You have detailed it, but you have to short it. The next class we will hear from you what is to be written in the 5-mark question. It is a 10-mark question, well, but you add some examples. Try to find out from the books and add the examples, otherwise all are good. The content is good and complete. But I think you have written this part from the book Samulingam or any other book.
शंभुलिंगम और दोनों से क्या असल में है, चटर्जी और शंभुलिंगम दोनों से मिलके लिखा है.
हाँ. So go through the current edition of the Chatterjee book. Do you have it?
I have, sir.
And also from the Gaitan. You can get the free downloading, and from the Gaitan you also add some examples, right? Any other student have prepared their question answering? 5-mark question, anything? Divya?
The maintenance of constant internal environment is known as homeostasis. The homeostatic control system is mainly by the feedback mechanisms. There are 2 types of feedback mechanisms, negative and positive. Then in negative mechanism, if the activity of a particular system increases, it will be immediately regulated by reduction. Example, thyroxine secretion. The negative feedback controls most of the homeostatic mechanisms. Then I have described thyroxine secretion, for example. First, inhibition of TSH secretion, decreased secretion of thyroxine, normal level of thyroxine. I have found the flowchart of it.
Do you send me?
Yes, sir.
Send. Describe.
First, TSH secretion is inhibited. Then the thyroxine secretion is decreased. It forms thyroxine attains normal level.
So it means that when the thyroxine level is increased, usually there is a normal level of thyroxine.
Yes, sir.
So when the hemostasis will occur. Hemostasis occur in two conditions.
The secretion of thyroxine in.
Yes,
Yes,
there
sir.
are two conditions. Either it is increased or decreased. If it is increased, it will come
Yes,
to the
sir.
normal. And if it is decreased, it will come to the normal. Am I clear? So you will add this
Yes,
word,
sir.
right? Now describe.
Okay.
Yes, you have written
Um,
fast increased secretion of the thyroxine.
Yes.
Okay, describe.
When TSH secretion is inhibited, then for attaining normal level, it is decreased. If there is a stimulation of TSH secretion, then there is increase in thyroxine to attain the normal level.
Do you follow me? I am telling you that you have to describe this flow chart into two. One is increase.
By increase and decrease,
Yes.
sir.
If it is increase, it should come normal. How? If it is decrease, it should come normal. How? This is the hemostasis. Okay. Otherwise, it is very good. And it is the, if you write this, it is a feedback mechanism, positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. And the blood pressure regulation is a positive or negative?
Sorry, sir?
Blood pressure regulation in our body by the kidney. Have you gone through the hemostasis in detail?
Yes, sir.
Homeostasis in detail. The homeostasis, the definition you should write this way that it is the physiological phenomena which controls the internal environment, which controls the balance between the internal environment and external environment of the human being. This is the definition. Okay. Then you have what you have written, that is good. It is controlled by two mechanisms. One is the positive mechanism, positive feedback mechanism, another is the negative feedback mechanism. What is the positive feedback mechanism? You have to describe along with the examples, and negative feedback mechanism along with the example. Then you will describe any one of the either the positive or negative. This is the question for the 5-mark question. If it is a 10-mark question, you have to describe more. That means you have to add one positive feedback mechanism in details, as you told in case of the thyroxine. Another one you will describe negative feedback mechanism. Good preparation, you must try to write in this way, then it will be good for you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Next student. Everybody should listen. It is being recorded and it will be uploaded in the YouTube channel. Function of cells. It is written by the Lokesh showing that cells are multitasking. Yeah?
Multitasking.
Tasking in functional nature. It performs many tasks. Some of them are. 5 more question, no?
Yes, sir.
Just you write cell. The cell has the following functions.
Yes, sir.
Number 1, structure and support. Cells are basic building block which is mainly responsible for structure of that tissue and also provide support in the form of supporting cell. I think you have written this word from the book or you have changed it.
No, sir, I have not written from the. I have searched from Google.
No, it is not your level to Google search, and because in the internet if you follow, it is better to follow the Wikipedia, not any other.
Yes.
Some things are there, structure and support. What do you mean by the structure? It is the structure means it
It forms the main structure of the tissue or organ. Whatever the organ, it is from the cell.
I am asking the cell function.
Yes,
So
yes.
it is better to give the. I cannot understand what you are trying to make understanding by writing this structure and support.
Cells are the building blocks, sir. ये कहने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ मैं.
किसका बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक किसका?
Of organism or that tissue.
So you must write.
Okay, sir.
You must write like this. Say, Mohan Singh.
May I answer, sir? Function of cell.
Yes. Yes.
Functions of cell. Cell provides support and structure to the body. Number 2, facilitates growth.
Human body. Human body. Human body. Add the human body. Okay.
G. Number 2, facilitates growth by mitosis.
Facilitates.
Growth by mitosis.
Okay.
Human body. Helps in reproduction.
Right.
Allows active and passive transport.
At the level of the cell membrane.
G.
Add it.
Produce energy for metabolism.
Yes.
Create metabolic reactions.
Create metabolic reaction.
Yes, sir.
Better to write role. Has an important role in metabolic reaction.
Okay, sir.
In different metabolic reactions.
Maintains homeostasis.
Yeah.
Provide response to stimulus.
It reacts to stimulus. Okay.
Nutrition, excretion, respiration.
It reacts to stimulus and impulse, it reacts to stimulus, the generated impulse is propagated accordingly.
So one लिख लेता हूँ.
हाँ लिखो
एक और बोल दीजिए सर.
It reacts to stimulus, the generated impulse will be propagated accordingly.
Generated impulse
will be propagated accordingly.
Yes, sir.
Next.
Excretion, nutrition, respiration, digestion, and irritability.
Okay. This is the 5-mark question.
Yes, sir.
Very good. This type of the answer is acceptable. Out of 5 we will get the 5-mark question. Good. Next, somebody was telling something. Is there anybody? Neha Tiwari.
Sir, I have written the same answer.
You have written the same answer. Okay.
Yes.
Any other question? Any other separate question?
The mechanism of homeostasis.
Mechanism of homeostasis not asked.
सर वो कीर्ति ने बता दिया है ना वो.
हाँ तो वो क्या है कि कीर्ति ने बता दिया है. Actually क्या है कि homeostasis as a whole I have discussed for the 10-mark question, 2-mark question and the 5-mark question. You may get it accordingly.
तो कौन सा बताऊँ? ये पैसिव ट्रांसपोर्ट के टाइप्स बता दूँ?
पैसिव ट्रांसपोर्ट बता दीजिए.
ओके.
पैसिव ट्रांसपोर्ट. पैसिव ट्रांसपोर्ट 5-mark question.
5 marks question.
Yeah.
So, passive transport is the transport of substances along the concentration gradient. It is also known as diffusion or downhill movement. Okay. Now
Yeah.
it is categorized into 3 types: simple diffusion through lipid layer, simple diffusion through protein layer, and facilitated diffusion. Simple diffusion through lipid layer is permeable only to lipid soluble substances, that is oxygen, carbon dioxide, and alcohol. Simple diffusion through protein layer is mainly for electrolytes, and facilitated diffusion through glucose and amino acids are transported in this process. And special type of passive transport
transport includes bulk flow, filtration and osmosis. तो सर इसमें बस थोड़ा थोड़ा डिफाइन कर देंगे बस तो फिल्ट्रेशन और ऑस्मोसिस को 5 मार्क्स के
नहीं,
लिए
जरूरत नहीं है, जरूरत नहीं है, अच्छा है।
बस नाम ही लिख देंगे।
हाँ हाँ, एग्जाम्पल।
बल्क फ्लो में एग्जाम्पल है एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस इन लंग्स। फिल्ट्रेशन में एग्जाम्पल्स है इसमें है कि हाँ फिल्ट्रेशन में एट द आर्टीरियल एंड ऑफ कैपिलरीज और ग्लोमेरुलाई ऑफ किडनी। और ऑस्मोसिस का इसमें मैंने डिस्क्राइब किया है कि दो टाइप ऑफ ऑस्मोसिस होते हैं।
नहीं, not needed, not needed. The 5 mark question is there, so you just mention it, that is fine.
ओके सर यही है।
बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है। ऐसा आप लोग करोगे तो मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप लोग सब पास हो जाओगे अच्छा नंबर से, ठीक है। Now I will start how to appear in the oral examination. This is the very peculiar situation is made at the time of the oral. At the time of the oral, you have to prepare the whole physiology, and you have to appear among the two examiners. One is the internal and other is the external. Internal may be one of us, maybe myself or Dr. Juy Gupta or Dr. Bharat Singh Pusam or Dr. Singer, and another one will be the external. So, internal and the external, there is no bar of asking any question. Any question, if the internal or external things, they can ask. But some system, you must be very cautiously prepare in such a way that not to miss any answer of any question asked to you. Those systems are, number one, hemopoietic system, number two, excretory system, and number three is the other system which are related with the hematology and the excretory. For an example, I am telling you, suppose in the hematology, you will ask what is the blood, what is the, how the blood is collected. In the practical part, I am telling how the blood is collected, what are the anticoagulants are used, name the anticoagulants, then what is the percentage of the anticoagulant in blood, and then we will go through the what is erythrocytes, WBC and platelets, how they are developed, what are the functions. Then we will come into the biochemistry part, like the hemoglobin, like the iron, what is the source of the iron, how the iron will help to bind the globin to form the hemoglobin, what is the type of the protein, hemoglobin, it is a chromoprotein and a metalloprotein also, isn't it? So these type of the questions are actually related to the blood. What is PCB, what is ESR, what is the your total blood volume of a human being, and what is the specific gravity of the blood volume, how the PCB is find out, how the ESR is find out, what is the blood transfusion, how the blood transfusion is done, and what is the mechanism, and what are the compatible and incompatible blood transfusion, what are the effects are produced, what is the fate of the hemoglobin, what is the fate of the RBC, the platelets, the source, what are the stages of development of the RBC and WBC and platelets, what are the different blood groups. Your answer will be the ABO blood group, Rh factor, the Mn factor, and so on. But these are the three main ABO group, the Rh factor and Mn factor. What is the principle of the ABO blood group, and What is the principle of the Rh factor? What is the erythroblastosis fetalis? And how the erythroblastosis fetalis is to be prevented. Then you must know a single word like what is leukocytosis, leukopenia, polycythemia, anemia. What are the physiological condition effects in maintaining the normal RBC, the plasma proteins? What are the plasma proteins? And you know the different type of the plasma proteins. Then we come to the lymphocytes, the immunity. So these are the questions, all the questions we have to prepare afterwards. Everybody should be very careful. They must know the values, normal values, and always give the normal values within a range. If it is asked what is the hemoglobin of a male, your answer will be within a range like 13 to 15 gram %. Not you say 13, not you say 13.5 gram, not you say 13 point. Never give the point, but you should tell a range always. If it is asked what is the total count of RBC, your answer, you may ask the question again in the oral, what is the preparation? You also always try to answer very politely in such a way that a question is to be created from your answer. Suppose I am asking what is the normal total count of RBC. I have not asked you what is the total count of RBC in infants, newborn babies, or female, adult male, adult female. I have not asked. So you can ask, sir, which do you require? Either in the different physiological conditions or not. So you are not asking directly, sir, shall I tell about the male blood or female blood? No. You will ask. So what will happen? Another question will come up here. Suppose in the total count of RBC, WBC, there is a range. The range, whenever you will say, you follow any particular book, not different books. If you follow the different books, you will be haphazard and you will be perplexed. Better to follow single book. In my opinion, only follow C.C. Chatterjee, volume 1 and 2 books for the normal value. Never go through any book, never go through net, never go through any Wikipedia or all these things, because this book is written in India and it is written along on the observation among the Indian people. There is a variation of the different countries' people. The physiological values are variable in a different caste, different people, different environment. So never follow any foreign book or Wikipedia or any other sources. You will be puzzled. So be very free and answer like that. So everybody should prepare the values. Now what are the values you will prepare? Now, another question comes. What are the values you will have to prepare? You make a list and you make a list. Conjointly, sharing your thoughts with the others. Constitute a list and send me back at WhatsApp. Then I will select whether it is right or wrong. So this is your task. Everybody should do this work conjointly. Next, on the biochemistry part, you have gone through different biochemistry examination, mainly the urine and also the blood. In the urine, the practical includes the physical, chemical properties of the urine, several normal and abnormal constituents of the urine to find out. And by using the autoanalyzer, you are going to find out the serum biochemical substances like SGOT, SGPT and so many tests. So this biochemistry portion, you must be very carefully note it down. And in the urine, in the book, practical book, what is written, that is sufficient. Never go through any book. Never go through any details. Only the what is written in the book, if you go through, memorize it, that is sufficient. So whenever you will pass of these two levels, hematology and biochemistry, then we will ask the other level questions to give you the marks accordingly. Either the highest marks or below the highest and then passing marks. So this is the categorization we will do according to your answer. And you know that if you secure more than 75%, you will get the distinction. But the regulation told you have to secure 300 total marks out of 400. It means that theory part paper is there, part 1 and part 2. And there is an oral and practical. Oral and practical, oral marks plus practical marks plus theory paper 1 plus theory paper 2. If you get 300 or awarded by the university as the distinction in that particular subject. So very easy to get it. If you be very careful, then you can do it. I think that I am very pleased to all the students that within the lockdown time they have worked hard and shared their answering and appeared in the exam. Another task I am giving, it is the innovative work. It is the innovative work. It is absolutely an innovative work. I want to judge what is the skillness among the student is there. And this skillness you have to develop yourself. So for that I have selected, I am sharing you, share करना इसको उसी में कवर हो जाएगा ना, शेयरिंग तो हो रहा है, शेयरिंग कर रहा है,
स्क्रीन शेयरिंग.
slide it is written that select any topic. What topic? Throughout the whole syllabus you select, everybody should select their own topic and it is concealed. Never discuss with among each other and everybody should prepare the, first you have to select. Example like heart rate, like cardiac cycle, like sleep, like any physiological phenomena like the deglutition, like coughing, like taste, like smell. So any physiological phenomena of synaptic impulse, properties of synapses, different receptors, RE system, classification of protein, classification of carbohydrate, glycolysis, any topic, it is up to you. I will not select any topic and to give to a particular student. Now, on that topic, you have to write the introduction. What to write? Introduction includes what is told. Suppose I am asking the muscle contraction. What is the muscular contraction? What are the things are required? Muscle is required, number one. Number two, nerve is required. Number three, stimulus is required. So this way it is written. If there is a stimulus applied to the muscle, and now comes to what is the muscle? What are the different type of the muscles? Either the cardiac or skeletal or the smooth muscles. But here it is actually within your syllabus skeletal muscle. So, which nerve, how they stimulus, give the stimulus to that particular muscles, and what are the changes occur. This is the introduction. So introduction will be in a very short 3 to 4 lines you have to describe. It is not the definition. It is not the definition. But it is the description of definition. In your own word, not copying from the book. I will prepare everybody, I will correct everybody, students' work, and the final work will be done and to be submitted at our college library. And I think that if anybody work good, then I will publish it. Publish it in our different journals. This is my motto. If it is good, if it is the best, according to my opinion, so it will be published. Now you have to understand what is the definition, what is the physiological events like the mechanism, regulation or control, and what is the abnormal outcome. Abnormal outcome means, remember that if there is a disturbance in physiological phenomena, it will produce either the increased phenomena or decreased phenomena. So, abnormal outcome comes due to the increased physiological phenomena or decreased physiological phenomena. You just have to mention the name only, not in details. Then discussion. After going through the introduction, the definition, physiological events, mechanism, regulation, control, and abnormal outcome, you have to discuss what you have understood. Then conclude. Why this topic you have selected, and what are the knowledge you have gathered, and how will you represent at the theory or at the practical. This is the point you have to discuss in the conclusion. Afterwards, bibliography, you have to write in the Vancouver style. I will discuss what is the Vancouver style of Vancouver style is the style of citation. Citation means giving the importance to the reference. You go through any article which is published anywhere related to physiology, then you can understand. But before that, it is the first lecture I am giving you. You try to first select the topic, then introduction, you write, understand this heading is not to be written. It is for you. You have to understand what is the definition. If you prepare this way, I think any subject, any topic if you select, you will be the master on that. Now the source, from where you will get and collect. First, books. Any authentic books. What is the authentic books? In my opinion, Chatterjee's book, Samsonite, Guyton and Ganong. G-N-O-N-G. Review on Physiology written by Ganong. Guyton, Samsonite and Chatterjee. During the lockdown, the books are not available to you, I know it. Which book is available to you? You go through that book first. After that, lockdown when you will come back, you will add from the books from our library. And I think the free downloading option is there. You can get the free downloading of Guyton, Samsonite and the Ganong. Other books you can add. You can ask me whether if you search any other particular good book as you think of, you may ask me, so I will give you whether you will have to include or not. Then you go through the Google Scholar. In the laptop or in the computer, you make it a bookmark of Google Scholar. If you bookmark it, you will get in the, suppose you have selected the RBC, Physiology of RBC in human being. So you just write and you will get so many articles. Which articles you have to select? What is related to physiology, not pathology. Pathology means disease condition. Like RBC in healthy people, not in malaria, not in COVID-19, like it. Do you follow me?
Yes, sir.
Now I am asking the question. If you have any question, you can ask. Stop.